Welcome back to the channel, and today we are in the final week of the Kentucky Derby as we have the race to the ETF. So as of today, all the S1s were filed with fees associated with the funds in which they'll represent, and I guess Bitwise just bought $72 million of Bitcoin. So yeah, so the price is pumping. Also, we're breaking out of this consolidating pattern, which I believe has a price target of generally, I don't know, I think it's like 48,000 or something ish. Yeah, 48,000, which would be nice, and that would hit that Fibonacci retracement level that everybody's talking about. So getting down into the scoop of everybody's excitement here. Actually, let's talk about these fees real quick. So a lot of these have parentheses behind the zeros. The first 5 billion under asset management, first billion or whatever. But Grayscale 1.5% versus who's got the lowest? That's not Bitwise 0.24. I mean, that's pretty low. And even with point two for BlackRock, then going up to 0.3, which is really low on any standpoint of expense ratios. So Grayscale is kind of in a unique position in which I don't think they'll charge. They have the ability to charge more because they have 26 billion under asset management. So unless you're going to sell that and take a 15 to 20% taxable event on that, you're not going to sell out of the ETF, which some people might, but I mean, if you hold, yeah, still, people have been holding that for years, and if you would have held it for at least the past 5 years, let's see, where is Grayscale? Yeah, I mean, if you were to even have held this, since, say 2015, 30 cents there, $4 there, $5 there. Yeah, you're not gonna take that taxable gain. You might as well just bite the bullet. So there's that. So just taking a peruse through Twitter here. Bitcoin could hit 200,000 if ETFs are approved. So the theory is that $1 billion inflow is a 10% move, which I think that is fair. But so $80 billion move, no, $800 billion move would be, no, 80, no, 80 billion would be an 800% move, which, not to throw around the B word a lot like it's nothing, 80 billion is a lot of money, but that's an 800% move. But 800 billion is, or 80 billion is literally buying all the crypto on the exchange right now because there's only 2 million Bitcoin on exchanges. So I'm hoping we take out this level right here. If we can create higher highs, that would make a big day for today. So, see. Global banking giant digital asset. Standard charge says 50 to 100 billion could inflow into it, which, yeah, insanity right there. Another thing that was interesting is that the SEC issued a FOMO warning, which they did that before the BITO launch, which they're basically eating their own eating a bullet on their own, just saying we gotta do this, but be advised. See, Pantera Capital lines up 200 million to invest in the Bitwise ETF, and to seed potentially with 72 million. Insanity. So I didn't see anything on the Securities Exchange website, but definitely it's out there about the FOMO warning. So 2 hours ago, well, update an hour ago, Bitcoin climbs back above 45,000 amid the ETF decision. It's a price war. It's more of an expense war. Everybody was changing their expense ratios this morning. Is live view on Twitter X. As ARK went down to generally match BlackRock's. Yeah, they're really showing the impact how Fidelity, Invesco, Vanek, WisdomTree, the non-crypto people, it's not like Grayscale, but this is going to open up a lot of liquidity into the crypto system to people that would typically never buy crypto, which, I mean, that would be, obviously that's big. So, the Bitcoin ETF battle, Grayscale's bringing a gun to the knife fight. This generally says the same thing I did. They have basically 620,000 Bitcoin, and they're charging the 1.5% fee, which is incredibly not competitive. But what are you going to do? Sell your Bitcoin for a taxable event? Maybe if you're at a loss, but I don't think a lot of people are at a loss as they've averaged down. So going back to the charts here, really nothing here too well. It's heating up, but both on liquidity injection of these funds, FOMO hype. I don't know. I hate putting out price targets. If this is approved, we could see 50,000, but if it starts trading. So if the ETF is approved on Wednesday, we'll throw out these numbers. If the ETF is approved on Wednesday, I could see it going to 50. But then if for some reason it starts trading the next day or the following Monday, I think it's game over from there. I think we could have a quick run up to at least 60 to 65,000. Outrageous, but the market is forward thinking, and it will try to look into how much liquidity is coming in. But I also think there will be a correction generally back down to 45, well, between 35 and 45,000 eventually, and then we'll start building things back up to the halving. Unless we use this critical support line, which would still get us back down to about 43,000 or so here eventually. But one thing that I would like to keep in mind is this gap right here. So I'd feel more comfortable if we were to close this not ETF gap, got ETF on my mind, this futures gap. I'd like to see that before the halving at least, and that'd be a great buying opportunity. So anyways, I'll be doing videos throughout the week, I promise, and keep you updated on the Bitcoin ETF. And then when it's done, we can just go back to technicals and the Ethereum ETF. So anyways, please hit that like and subscribe button, and till next time.